Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel on the Art of Alopecia. I hope you guys are all doing well and thriving in life. For those who don't know me, my name is Marcy and I have an autoimmune condition called alopecia universalis. Basically what that means is my immune system mistakenly attacks my hair follicles, and that is why I am completely bald and balding throughout my body. And on this YouTube channel, we primarily do wig reviews. But funny enough, today we are not going to be doing a wig review. We are going to be switching things up and doing a makeup review. I have been waiting a few weeks to do this, but I really wanted to take my time with the products that I'm going to be showing you guys, making sure that I become familiar with them before I kind of show you how I apply it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go out and say it is a Jane Iredale makeup review. I'm telling you that I absolutely adore this brand. I found this makeup brand in a moment or a few moments of vulnerability when I was really struggling with my skin, and I really needed something to help my skin heal. And my old makeup, it just wasn't doing it for me. So I found them and I was so incredibly thankful to have found them. And now we are doing this partnership together and I'm so excited. And yeah, so if you want to learn more about this incredible skincare makeup brand called Jane Iredale, I would highly recommend continuing to watch this video. Or if you just want to see a bald woman do her makeup, then keep watching. Alrighty guys, let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay, so I've already prepped my eye area, so I've already done my brows, my under eyeliner, and my lashes, but from now on, I'm gonna be using Jane Iredale products, and okay, so I have already washed my hands. Be sure to always wash your hands before you touch your face with your hands, or at least try. So first and foremost, I'm gonna prep my face with their Smooth Affair Brightening Face Primer. This will literally make your face glow, and it's going to make your entire face just look like a goddess. So I am just going to start with that. Just put a little bit on my hands. And I'm just gonna kind of talk about like my skin as well. So ever since I was a kid, I have been so fortunate enough to not really have any kind of skin issues. Always had really great skin. I've had a little bit of rosacea growing up and kind of eczema on my face, but it was always the good kind of rosacea where it was like just like a little bit blushy. But I found that this past fall, my skin started to get somehow irritated by something. I still don't know the cause, but I started to get like really bad perioral dermatitis, and then I was on different medications and different creams and ointments and stuff like that. And it was just really frustrating for me because I had never really experienced anything like that. And because I always had really great skin, knock on wood, I only really used concealer as kind of like my makeup base. I would only put like a little bit of concealer under my eyes, but that was it. I never learned how to use foundation or anything like that because I didn't feel like I needed a full face coverage because my skin was pretty clear. So when I started to have all of my face issues act up, I'm like, oh my goodness, now I'm gonna have to resort to wearing foundation because I need more coverage. And my rosacea started to get really bad, and thankfully today it's not horrible, but as you can tell, it's still there, and I still have like the pigmentation from my perioral dermatitis, so that's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. But then, in the midst of my transition between putting concealer all over my face, I found Jane Iredale's Pure Pressed Powder, and it was literally a game changer, because what I always say in all of my wig reviews is I'm a lazy alopecian, which means like I love a wig that I can just easily throw on. And the Pure Pressed Powder is exactly how I feel because it's so easy to throw on, and it just like, it doesn't take any time at all. So now that I've put on my primer, I'm gonna go ahead with my concealer. Just gonna put it under the eyes and also just on a few blemishes throughout the face. Can use a brush, but I prefer using my squeaky clean hands because I just washed them. So I am using their Enlightening Plus concealer. I believe it's in the light color, and it also has SPF 30, which is amazing. So much sun coverage with these products, which I love. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it under my eyes. And always remember that a little bit goes a long way. That was a little too much. Oopsie. And I just have like a little spot of like really bad redness, so I'm just gonna put some there. And now I'm just going to dab it into my skin, and I'll probably fast forward this or make it go a little bit faster so you guys don't have to see all of this. See, I even think I put on too much, but you live and you learn. And I like to put just a little bit of concealer around this area of my eye because I like to add a little bit of sparkle. Alright, so the concealer is underneath my eyes. I really hope I don't lose the sun because I want to continue doing this in the sunshine. But yeah, I just put it underneath my eyes and just on a few blemishes throughout. I have a little bit of redness around my nose, so sometimes I'll put some around there. Oh goodness, I already forgot a step, but that's okay. I'm gonna go without it today because my rosacea is not doing so bad today. But Jane Iredale just came out with a brand new product. It's the Hydro Pure Color Correcting Serum. I posted a reel on my Instagram if you want to check it out. Maybe I'll put the video right here so you guys can see the transition. But basically this is a color corrector that you would put on top of your primer. This has been a game changer for when I have flare-ups with my rosacea. You literally just put I put one pump on both sides and I just scrub it into my face, and all of the minerals just color correct my redness, and it's just, the results are incredible. So if you have any discoloration in your face or you struggle with rosacea like I do, then I would highly recommend. I will link this down below. Okay, so now we are gonna go on to the Pure Press powder. You are gonna realize that this is the easiest thing that has ever been invented in foundation makeup. So this is a powder foundation. All you have to do is powder it all over your face, and it is so easy and anyone can do it. So I am using the color Warm Sienna. I liked this color because it had a little bit more of a yellow tint and it gave me more coverage with my rosacea. But honestly, I'm thinking of getting color matched again when I put on my color correcting serum because I think I could go even lighter with that. But if you do have a local store, and on the website of Jane Iredale, they do have a store locator that you can find a local store. You can get color matched in store, or you can take the quiz online, which I will have it linked down below. If you do have a store nearby, I would highly recommend going in person because it might be a little bit easier. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm taking my Jane Iredale, I forget what brush this is, it's called the Handy. I'm just going to cover my face with it. So you don't want to buffer, you just want to gently press gently press the foundation into your skin, and you can build this like crazy. So the more that you put on, the more coverage that you will get, and anyone can use this because it is just so easy. Okay, so redness with a little bit of powder, but I'm gonna fast forward this and you guys are gonna see the incredible difference. Like, look at that coverage. It looks like I have a full face of like foundation, but like it doesn't look foundation-y, if you know what I mean. Like, it just looks so natural, beautiful. Absolutely adore this product. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of rosiness, but honestly, it covered it pretty well. But usually I would put on this green tint to cover it up. The thing I love about the green tint, the color correcting serum, is it basically gives me a blank canvas to work with. So I get to choose, you know, how much blush I want to put on. People think I'm crazy that I love putting on blush even though I have rosacea, but I don't like the way that my rosacea looks on my skin. I like the way that blush looks on my skin. So I love using the color correcting serum because it allows me a fresh blank slate. So yes, this is the Pure Press Powder in the Warm Sienna. I would highly recommend going to get color match or color matching yourself online. I really wanted to emphasize these 3 steps because if you are just a simple person that's looking for coverage but doesn't want to wear too much makeup, then I would highly recommend these 3 products. I'm going to continue to do my makeup using Jane Iredale products, but I want to tell you guys the 3 easy steps. So you got the face primer. It doesn't have to be the brightening if you're not so much a brightener person. They do have like more of a matte type primer, and then the Pure Press powder you put on after, and then you use this hydration spray, which is also like a face primer. You can also carry this throughout the day to hydrate it throughout the day. But those are the 3 easy products by Jane Iredale. If you're just wanting something simple, this is what I would recommend. Alrighty friends, next we are going to continue on to contour. Contouring is new for me. I used to just like put my bronzer all over my face. That's how I've been doing it ever since I was a kid because I always struggled with my face shape and I never felt like it was working for me, but a wonderful Jane Iredale consultant helped me and I have been practicing. So if this is not the right way to apply bronzer, I apologize. This is just what works for me and I'm just going to talk to you about it. So I'm going to be using their Pure Bronze Matte Bronzer in the color Light. The thing that I love most about the Jane Iredale brand is a lot of their products, most of their products actually, are refillable. So you do have to buy the compacts separately. Once you run out of your bronzer or your highlighter or Pure Press powder, then you can get a refillable option. It's eco-friendly. It's more sustainable for our environment. So I appreciate your efforts, Jane Iredale. Okay, so I'm going to use this fan brush that I got off of Jane Iredale, and this is what the consultant told me to start with to kind of create the shape of the contour, and then I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to blend it. But this is a great way to start. This bronzer is very concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. So what the consultant said is think of the 3 E's, so you're going to go down, up, and then down again. And then you can also contour your nose as well if you would like. So normally with someone with kind of a more shaped face, you would want to go at the bottom of your jawline. I'm just going to go a little bit below. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to look at the camera, I'm going to look at my mirror because if I look at the camera, I'm going to mess up. So a little bit there. Actually, I didn't really get a whole lot. A little bit here. And a little bit below the cheek. And it's gonna look crazy right now because I haven't blended it yet, but I'm gonna get just a little bit more for more of a definition. Okay, before I start to blend it, I'm gonna do the other side. And also, you're probably wondering, how do you contour your head? And that's a great question that I still don't have the answer to. I still don't know if you're supposed to like contour all around. Maybe I will look into a bald contouring tutorial one day. Because right now, I don't know. This is really hard to do. My mirror is all the way over here and I'm breaking my neck. Alrighty, now that I've kind of created the contour with my fan brush, I'm going to take the blending brush, blending and contouring brush by Jane Iredale, and we're gonna blend. So basically, we're just gonna take this brush and press it into the skin. And sometimes I use this to, if there's not enough, I will take this brush with the bronzer and I will add a bit more. Okay, so I have just finished blending out my bronzer. I'm just adding some dimensions into my face. It might look a little bit differently on you guys. It might look a little bit more intense on me because I'm bald and I don't really know how to contour a bald head. It's just adding some depth into my face, which I love. And again, a little goes a long way. The number one rule of thumb of contouring, and this is from a beginner, is to blend, blend, blend. Once you think you've blended enough, blend more. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be using is the Pure Bronze Shimmer Bronzer in the color Rose Dawns. And I just want to show you guys this because it is so stunning. Like, wow. Just like gorgeous. So gorgeous. So I'm going to use this as a highlight. So I am going to highlight above my bronzer right there. I'm going to highlight my nose, above my lip, and then underneath my brow. Amazing thing about this color or this product is you can take out the individual colors with your fan brush as well. So if you didn't want that mixture and you just wanted like a pink, then you could easily just highlight with that pink. So for now, I'm just going to use all of it. And I'm gonna highlight here. And I'm gonna look inside my mirror and not in the camera. Oh, I love this like pinky look. And I actually think I'm gonna blend more of my contour later on. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit on the nose. And I'm just going to take my finger and use the lighter part and just put it underneath my brows. And just to let you guys know, if you don't like this color combination, they have so many more to choose from. So I would highly recommend going to check out the website. And that is it for my highlight. We have come to our last few steps. So now, because I have somewhat of a blank canvas, I'm going to add more blush. Don't call me crazy. I love a good blush. So I'm using the Jane Iredale Pure Press blush in the color Barely Rose, and you're gonna see that it is the most stunning color of red, or red pink, of pinky red. So gorgeous. So I don't know if there's actually a rule of thumb as to where you're supposed to put your blush. I kind of like my blush here, but I've seen people put their blush up here. So I'm gonna put it on the center of my cheeks because that's where I personally like it. And I'm just taking my blush brush. And again, a little goes a long way. And now I am nice and rosy. Like, look how stunning my face looks. It looks so glowy, so bright. I look like a goddess, feeling myself, feeling so confident. That's the thing that Jane Iredale has given me back, is my confidence for my makeup. I felt like I had gotten used to doing my makeup a certain way for the longest time, and I did it for so long, and I never felt 100% confident in my makeup because I was so afraid to explore what else was out there. So Jane Iredale, if you are watching, I love you dearly. Thank you so much for creating this incredible makeup brand. Okay, so my last step, or second last step technically, I have two options for my lips. So I can either use my Lip Drink lip balm, which has an SPF of 15, amazing, and the color Flirt, which is this beautiful color, like so stunning. Or I can use my Hydro Pure Hyaluronic Acid lip gloss in the color Pink Glacé. So I'm going out in the sun, I think I'm gonna use my lip drink. It's just like so subtle, but like it's the most gorgeous lip balm that I have personally ever tried. The most amazing thing is that our entire face, or my entire face, hopefully yours too when you try Jane Iredale products, is that my entire face is covered with SPF. So we had SPF in our concealer, SPF in the Pure Pressed powder, and SPF on the lips as well. Just amazing. Amazing. So last but not least, we are going to use the hydration spray. I got mine in the scent Calming Lavender. It is my favorite. I'm very sensitive to scents. I tried the other one and it was a little bit too strong for me, but this one is nice and natural, so I'm going to spray it all over my face. And be sure to close your eyes too. And let that kind of sit a little bit, give yourself a little bit of a fan. But on top of all of the protectant that I have on my face, SPF protectant, Jane Iredale also has an incredible product, which is probably the number one thing that I was most intrigued about when I was scrolling through their website for the first time. It's called Power Me SPF, and it's a dry sunscreen. You can literally wear whatever makeup you want, which I would highly recommend using Jane Iredale products because they are the best, they're superior. And then throughout the day, you can just powder your face with SPF. I don't want to waste it, but how incredible. And you can get refills as well. This is the refill. I have it in the color nude, but there are different shades that you can get. How amazing and easy is that? You just put this in your purse and throughout the day, you can just apply SPF. Like, how amazing. This is a game changer. Past few summers, I have just not worn any kind of makeup because my skin never really liked any of the products that had the SPF in it. It always reacted to different kinds of makeups. So I just didn't wear any makeup and I would just slab on sunscreen all over my face because I want my face to feel protected, obviously. But this is life-changing. If I had known about this, man, this would have changed the game for me, but it has now. Better late than never, right? Friends, all amazing things must come to an end, and we have come to the end of this review, of this tutorial, of this video. I hope I've helped you guys in some way, in a shape or form. I hope I've opened your eyes to the beauty that Jane Iredale has brought into my life, how much confidence it has given me. I can tell you that I was in a really dark place when all of my skin stuff went down, and honestly, I needed to change my skincare and my makeup routine. And the great thing about Jane Iredale is it's not just makeup, but it's also skincare as well. It is helping heal my skin one day at a time, which just to me sounds amazing. And I've honestly seen such a huge difference in my skin. As I've said, it's been a lot more clear, a lot more bright. It's been more hydrated as well. I feel like since I've been using Jane Iredale products, my skin is slowly starting to heal from all of the trauma that it's been through. But that is it. My review is pretty well, actually all positive. I am obsessed with these products and I hope you guys go and give them a try. There's two ways of buying their products. You can also buy online, or you can go online and look for a local store near you. And if there is a local store near you, I would highly recommend going to check them out. Support those small businesses as much as you can. I have a local store in my hometown, London Plastics. Shout out to you. That is where I was introduced to Jane Iredale. So for that, I owe you guys big time, London Plastics. So thank you guys so much. But that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have stayed watching for this long, you guys are the real fans. I appreciate you all. But until next time, feel free to follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm very active on my Instagram and sometimes my TikTok. I also have an artofalopecia@gmail.com email if you wanted to email me the old-fashioned way. If you have any questions or concerns or in need of support, I would be happy to connect. So that's my Instagram, that's my TikTok, this is my email right here, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time on The Art of Alopecia. Bye guys!